So, today we're going to dive into one of the absolute biggest frontiers in AI. We're talking about giving AI a real, persistent memory, a way for it to actually remember who you are, what you've talked about before, and how to be a genuinely helpful partner that learns over time. I mean, you've totally felt this, right? You have a fantastic conversation with an AI. You think you've taught it all your preferences, and then the very next time you open it up, it's a complete stranger. It's like hitting the reset button every single time. It's so frustrating. Well, turns out that's a fundamental problem with how these models are built.
But the solution, the new discipline that's changing absolutely everything, is called context engineering. This is the secret sauce, the magic ingredient that's finally giving AI the ability to remember us and actually learn from our conversations.
Okay, so let's get right to the heart of the problem. At their core, large language models are what we call stateless. What that means is their entire world, their whole awareness, is stuck inside something called a context window for just one single conversation. And as soon as that conversation is over, poof, so is its memory. Now, you've probably heard of prompt engineering, right? That's basically the art of writing a really good set of initial instructions. But context engineering? Oh, that is a massive leap forward. It's not about writing one static recipe. It's about dynamically grabbing all the right ingredients, your past chats, your preferences, facts from the web, and assembling the perfect context for every single interaction. It makes the AI totally aware of everything that's happened before.
To really get how this works, let's use a brilliant analogy. Think about a master chef in a world-class kitchen. You know the secret to their amazing food isn't just the recipe, it's all about the prep.
And this just captures the idea perfectly. Mise en place, it's French for everything in its place, right? Before a chef even dreams of turning on the stove, they've chopped the onions, measured out the spices, and laid out everything perfectly. Context engineering does that exact same thing for an AI. It makes sure it has exactly the information it needs, no more and no less, to do its job perfectly. So here it is, the official definition. Context engineering is that active, dynamic process of managing what goes into the context window. It's the thing that transforms a simple, stateless tool into a truly intelligent agent that can give you a continuous, personalized experience. So to pull this off, context engineering really relies on two core pieces. And a great way to think about them is as a workbench and a filing cabinet. They work together, but they do very, very different jobs. Okay, so on one side, you have got sessions. Think of this as your messy, active workbench. And on the other side, you have memory, which is your clean, organized, long-term filing cabinet. Let's break down what each of these really does. A session is the workbench. It holds everything for whatever project you're working on right now. The turn-by-turn chat history, your notes, some quick calculations. It's all right there, super accessible, but, and this is key, it's temporary. It's just for the task at hand. When the conversation's over, the workbench gets cleared off. And this is where memory comes in. This is the filing cabinet. See, after you finish a project, you don't just shove the entire messy workbench into a storage closet. No way. You intelligently sort through it. You pull out the most important takeaways and the final results, and you file them away neatly. And that is exactly how an AI builds a lasting, organized knowledge base about you over time. Okay, so a question I hear a lot is, wait a minute, isn't this just RAG? Retrieval Augmented Generation? And the answer is, not quite. They're related for sure, but they play fundamentally different roles. Think of it like the difference between a research librarian and a personal assistant. This table just lays out the difference so clearly. Let's start with the primary goal. RAG's job is to inject external facts. It's the librarian pulling a reference book off the shelf for you. But memory's goal? That's to create a personalized experience, like an assistant who already knows your schedule. Their data sources are totally different too. RAG pulls from static documents, think PDFs, wikis. Memory learns from your dynamic back and forth conversations. So RAG gives you shared official facts, while memory is all about your personal, user-specific context.
And this quote it absolutely nails it. RAG makes the AI an expert on the world. Memory makes the AI an expert on you. And any truly intelligent agent is going to need both of those things to be really useful. So if memory is our filing cabinet, how do the right things actually get filed away? Well, it's not a manual process. It's actually this really intelligent pipeline that turns our messy conversations into clean, useful memories. Let's take a look at how that actually works.
I absolutely love this analogy.
Think about a gardener. They don't just toss seeds randomly and hope for the best. No, they carefully plant new things, they pull out the weeds, they prune the existing plants to keep the whole garden healthy and looking great. Memory generation works in the exact same way, constantly curating the AI's knowledge base.
And it happens in 4 main steps. First, the raw conversation history is ingested. Then, another LLM acts as an extractor, and its job is to pull out only the meaningful facts and insights. Now, the most important step is next, consolidation. This is where the gardener pulls the weeds, merging new facts with old ones, getting rid of duplicates, and fixing any conflicts. And finally, that clean, curated memory is stored away for future use.
So what does all this really mean in the real world? Why is giving an AI a curated long-term memory such a massive game changer? Well, because it unlocks a whole new level of what these things can do.
This is really why it all matters. With memory, AI can offer true personalization. It'll remember your favorite team or the deadline for that big project. It solves the context window problem by smartly summarizing really long conversations. It can even give us incredible data insights by spotting trends across thousands of users. And it allows for agent self-improvement, so the AI learns which approaches and strategies actually work best over time.
So the whole takeaway is this. When you combine that temporary workbench of sessions with the organized, long-term filing cabinet of memory, you get something totally new. The AI stops being a forgetful tool that you just use. It becomes a true, adaptive partner that actually learns and grows right along with you.
And all of this brings us to one last pretty big thought. As this technology gets more and more powerful, the challenge really starts to shift. It's no longer just about what the AI should remember. The new, and maybe even more important question is, what should we ask it to forget?